gotta give people a chance sometimes, and you gotta give yourself a chance sometimes. You can't change if you don't practice. Hey fellow human beings, welcome back to the channel, or joining if you're new here. Today I had a mental breakdown. Why? I have not been feeling great. Like, I was sick the past couple days, and I started feeling better today. And so I thought, hey, might be able to do some things. Might be able to pick up a little bit because it's been messy. Because I haven't been able to do anything because I've been sick. I thought, hey, make myself some food. So I made myself some rice, picked up, and then I was like, I feel like I'm going to fall over. Let's lay back down. Which I think really just made me angry because I wanted to be able to do more, and I'm still not at 100% yet. Which is why if I sound grainy, that is why. So I went and laid down, tried to just rest, I guess, which is hard when you don't want to rest. When you feel like at 80%, you're like, this is fine, I can go off of 80. No. Just keep resting. Just keep resting. As somebody who does not like to rest, get as much rest as you possibly can, please. Thank you. Anyway, I should have started the video with this, but I am not in the best place to be recording videos. I don't know when I will be able to be, but if you hear the wind chimes or the cars driving past me, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. I know it's not the best thing to listen to in a video, but I can't keep putting off recording my videos because of sounds that I can't control. I'll do my best to edit what I can out, but if that annoys you, just don't watch the video. So I was just resting. I started feeling really bad because my younger sister, she was out in our living room by herself, and I felt bad because like I should be doing something with her, right? But I can't at this moment because of how I'm feeling. But it was just really getting to me, and some awful thoughts were coming through, and it was just overloading me, and I did not have the mental power in that moment to stop it, to divert it, and it just broke me down. I started crying at our kitchen table and got really mad because I didn't want to cry. So when I try to suppress my sadness, it usually comes out in anger, and I just wanted to, I don't know, I was like, if I don't do something, I'm going to do something stupid. So if I don't do something healthy to help me move through this sadness, this frustration, I'm going to do something stupid. And I don't want to do something stupid. I don't know what to do, but I know I don't want to do something stupid. So, out of nowhere, I just had the thought of calling my grandma, which I did not have the closest relationship with growing up because her and my mom didn't have the best relationship when I was younger, and we just recently, within the past couple of months, started getting close again, all of us. And so it was kind of an odd thought for me to be like, hey, I should call grandma, because I've never thought that ever. But it felt comforting, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna call grandma. So I went out on the porch and we talked for like half an hour. It surprised me because I don't think I've ever talked to her that long of a setting since I was a kid. I just called her, and I was like still mid-sob, so she was like, what's wrong? And I just told her, I am not okay and I need somebody to talk to. Are you busy? And she said no, and she didn't make me tell her what was going on. I just explained kind of how it led to the breakdown, with me being frustrated I couldn't do anything, feeling guilty that I wasn't spending time with my sister, and we just talked. We're close, but I'm not that close where her giving some emotional advice feels comfortable, which she didn't try to do. I know she would have if I had asked, but she just talked. She just talked to me. She was just helping me get through this of emotions and this just overwhelming sense of everything all at once. And at first I was like, she's not gonna ask about anything, so we're just gonna talk? What? Weird. But it helped. It helped so much. We were just talking about what's going on with everybody and the weather. We talked about the weather. And it made me laugh. Which, laughing when you're sobbing is one, kind of cathartic, and two, kind of uncomfortable. But three, maybe helped move through it. Helped me move through it. Which I really do believe that crying, letting yourself cry, is a really cathartic thing to do and a really good way to express the sadness that you're trying to move through. And I don't know all the scientific terms, but I do know that it helps some chemicals in your brain or releases some chemicals in your brain. I'm not scientific, Amara, right now. I've been in my bed for the past, I don't even know how many days, and I did not put any effort into getting ready for this video because that's not Amara today. I'm not scientific Amara at this moment. If I was, she'd be able to tell you all the scientific terms for what crying does for your brain. Anyway, I believe that crying is great. We need to sometimes, and I did. But just the fact that we were talking and I ended up laughing, she was making me laugh just by telling me stories, and we really connected over that phone call. And she was getting me to laugh without intentionally trying to. I've never called on her, literally and figuratively, I've never called on her for emotional support like that. And she showed up. And that meant a lot to me. A lot of times when we call on people that we want to show up for us, or that we feel like this person should be showing up for me and they don't, that shit hurts. That shit sucks. It makes you feel like, okay, what's wrong with me? And I've experienced that a lot, even with her. There have been plenty of times in the past where she didn't show up for me. So I was really proud of her and really grateful that she showed up this time. And sometimes you have to give people that chance, especially when they are trying, when they are actually trying to change. You have to give them a chance at some point. I didn't want to a while ago. It's, I guess, the first step in her showing me that I can trust her, that I can lean on her when needed, which I'm hoping to do more often. Because leaning on people when I'm emotionally vulnerable is not one of my strengths at this moment. So it was a big step for the both of us, and the fact that we could do it together was really cool. You gotta give people a chance sometimes, and you gotta give yourself a chance sometimes. You can't change if you don't practice. It actually made me cringe to think, do I call somebody? Not that the rest of my family wasn't there, it was just they were so close to me. But they're so close to the situation already. I just honestly wanted an outsider's, not perspective. I wasn't looking for her to help me solve the problem. It was more of I think I just wanted somebody who wasn't already in some way emotionally attached to how I was feeling. She doesn't experience how I process my emotions on the regular. The rest of my family does. They know, or at least they've seen how I react to my emotions. They see how I process them currently. She doesn't. And that's kind of what I wanted in that moment. I just wanted somebody to talk to. I just wanted to calm down so I didn't emotionally overwhelm myself. And she managed to do that without even knowing that's what I was wanting. Even though you should tell somebody, if you want something specific from somebody, you should probably tell them, because they can't read your mind. I just got lucky with this, but if you do want something specific from somebody, you should probably tell them. Can't read your mind. Or can I? The little girl in me feels really cared for, honestly. I didn't have that grandma and granddaughter sort of relationship very much at all from any of my grandmothers. So her telling me that she was there for me, her supporting me when I said some of the negative thoughts that were going through my head, her supporting me when I was expressing those, it really helped. It felt really good. But we all have our bad days, and today is not a bad day for me. It's more of like, I feel like I look like a hot mess, and I hate that. But like, I'm not gonna put in a bunch of effort just to look good for my camera or just to look good for anybody. This is how I feel. This is the effort that I put in today. I put up my hair. I washed my face and I brushed my teeth. That is what I did. That is what I did. I can't take care of myself enough to look decent, but I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and that was a nice car. And that was what I managed to do to take care of myself to somewhat feel better. When you don't feel pretty or handsome or just you don't feel good on the outside, it kind of drains on your mindset when you let it take over your sense of how you're feeling overall, how you feel about yourself in here, number one. But I'm not gonna deny that how you feel on the outside is important too, because it is. It's important how it makes you feel. It's not about pleasing everybody else and how they're looking at you, but it's about how you're presenting yourself. And when you don't feel good enough to present yourself in any way, it kind of makes you feel like rotten seaweed. I don't know. Side note, I do love seaweed, so that is no dig on seaweed. I love seaweed. Anyway, the laughing made me feel so much better about almost everything that I was feeling shitty about before. The feeling like a shitty sister, the frustration about not being out 100% physically, the not feeling myself today, it just helps so much, because it doesn't matter. I'm not a shitty person, I know that. I can't do anything for anybody or with anybody until I take care of myself. I can't give anything to my sister if I don't give anything to myself, because I did try. I was feeling guilty about not spending any time with her in that moment, and so I asked her if she wanted to go draw with some chalk, and she said yeah. But when she came back after putting her shoes on, I was just building up this emotional volcano, and I couldn't, and I really didn't want to explode on her, and so I just told her, I can't, I'm sorry, I changed my mind, I can't do this right now with you. And that even made me feel even worse, because why? I mean, I'm proud of myself for saying no, because that was probably for the best. Not being emotionally stable and forcing myself to do something is probably not a good idea. It's not a good idea, okay? Do not force yourself to do something if you're not emotionally stable enough to handle it. Please. Even with that said, in that moment, I felt even worse, but which could have probably been avoided had I not tried to make myself do something just because I was feeling guilty about it. My sister deserves for me to do stuff with her because I want to, because I enjoy spending time with her, not because I feel guilty about not spending time with her. So it's all about the intention, really. I just wanted to share that with everybody, and I hope that it helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to like and subscribe, because that'd be awesome. Shout out to my grandma if you're watching, because I'm sure she is. I love you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you stick around to watch my videos. Later.